Welcome back to Kingsburg and the Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals, driven by Lithia Subaru of Fresno. Tonight's air quality report is brought to you by Boz Allergy and Asthma Center. Air quality, boy, that was sure an issue a week ago, but not so much tonight. Moderate air quality. Tonight's kickoff forecast is also brought to you by Boz Allergy and Asthma Center. 28% humidity at 86 degrees right now. 12-mile-an-hour wind. In hosting this contest, we expect all participants, players, coaches, officials, teams are still warming up on the field. The JV game went a little late, so it pushed us back slightly for kickoff. Time now to bring in the third member of our broadcast team. We'll go down to the sideline, as we will all night long, for a Wendy's Hot and Juicy Sideline Report. This is Kevin Miller. What do you got, Kevin?
Hey, Ralph, thanks. It is good to be back in Kingsburg. And I'll tell you who's happy to be back in Kingsburg is Coach Wilson, head Vikings coach. Matter of fact, he's saying that his players might be a little anxious in anticipation of this game because they had a bye. Actually, they were off because of the air quality. When I asked him what's the key to victory tonight, he just gave me that look that basically represents three words: Ro-Mel-O. He's that good. They've got to contain him, they've got to stop him, enlist everybody, maybe even the student section, to get the job done. On the other side of the ball, Coach Bennett, he knows he's got to contain the Brooks brothers, in particular Seth Brooks. He's coming back. He offers a new dynamic for these Vikings, and Coach Bennett is very aware of how he must stop them. Hey, before I get going, I'm going to head over to the food fair at Kingsburg, but hey, Ralph, Vince, you ready? Central Valley, you ready? Let's get it on. Friday Night Rivals is back. Let's keep the conversation going at hashtag FNR Fresno. Kenny, let's go, dog. We get some grub. Let's go. Before Vince gets here.
Kevin Miller heading off to the snack bar. We'll be getting some of that maybe later. Great atmosphere at this game tonight. Coach Bennett, the longtime head coach of Tulare. I want to give you some. I'll give you some stats in just a second, but I'll tell you right now, tonight's first quarter is sponsored by Carl's Jr. Romello Harris, the senior running back for Tulare Union, 100 rushes this season, 947 yards. He's averaging 9.5 yards a carry. He has 12 touchdowns in 3 games, so he's averaging 4 touchdowns a game. He is just an unbelievable weapon offensively, and number 6, you see right in the middle of that group, is going to be a challenge for any defense this season. Romello Harris, special running back. And the folks in this part of the valley have had a wonderful opportunity watching him. And there's Kingsburg. The Vikings are going to have to really summon everything they have tonight defensively, because they've got the spotlight guy in the valley, the guy who's put up all the big numbers. And that's always a challenge for a defense. Defense wants to come in and shut the guy down. They're probably not going to shut him down, slow him down. That would probably be the best they could hope for tonight, because he is not a young man who has been shut down this season. He has been tremendous. 333 yards against El Diamante, 224 against Garces, 390 against Redwood when he carried the ball 38 times. So he is the major part of this offense for Tulare Union, and has his team off to a 3-0 start.
Pizza with boys soccer, hot dogs and burgers are sponsored by the softball boosters. Barbecue peaches and corn.
Captains are now going to make their way to midfield for the coin flip. Referee tonight, the guy wearing the white hat, is Don Smith. I'll try and put a mic on him so we can hear him. I mentioned that he ought to watch for number 6. Just because he has so many yards doesn't mean there's a lot of holding going on, right? But Don Smith I've known a long time, and he is certainly enjoying what he does in retirement, but a successful referee here, and one of the best there is out there. Kingsburg will receive the kick.
Number 7, Josh Guerrero. Number 14, Jace Pimentel. And 74, Marcus Alonso. For your home team, Vikings, Number 5, Seth Brooks. Number 30, Carlos Valencia. And 55, Andrew Voorhees.
So that means we will see the offense of the Vikings out there first, and
Union
their quarterback, Anthony Sierra, looking for number 1, his number 1 receiver, Emmett Brooks.
Vikings will be receiving and defending.
Yeah, but I think it's very imperative they get Seth Brooks off to a good start. That's a pretty big Kingsburg offensive line. I was down there. Voorhees is everything built up to be. They got some other big boys on the front line there. When you deal with Tulare's defensive line, very quick, very athletic, but not a lot of size. I think it's very important that Kingsburg sets the tempo and try to run in between the tackles. And remember, the best defense against a Romello Harris is a good offense, ball control.
Time now for our national anthem.
Some great opening shots, and what I liked most was the shot of the Kingsburg student body, just well behaved, honoring America, knowing when to be respectful. Now watching this first quarter go nuts.
Well, I hope they have fun. We always hope they have fun.
No,
Nice
but
job by
that
the Kingsburg band.
Yeah, and that means a lot to with the Kingsburg administration, how your students behave during the national anthem and what that means, and understanding what has gone on before you, how people have made it safe for you to be a student here, not only at Kingsburg High, but throughout the country. And it's just real so pleasant to see a respectful student body like the green and gold. All right, are we ready for some football?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I am.
Emmett Brooks, number 1. Ethan Aguilar, number 3, back deep to receive this opening kickoff tonight.
KFRE 59. For tonight's live television presentation of Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals, presented by Lithia Subaru.
And the one thing that you can say about receiving that opening kick and deciding to take that opening kick is that's one less possession, right? For Tulare. They're the deep backs. Brooks on the near side, Aguilar on the far side.
Has it on the tee. Aaron Kazmeir is the kicker for the Redskins.
Aaron Kazmeir to kick off. And a low bouncing kick taken by one of the up men who goes down immediately at the 42-yard line. That was Austin Burt, number 75. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Fashion Furniture.
Okay, keep your eyes on number 33, Brandon Perez, the fullback. Loves to lead up on the ISO, does a good job with his own, but he can catch the ball out of the backfield, does a good job on the fullback flat.
Anthony Sierra will throw on first down over the middle. The pass is complete for a first down. The catch made by Austin Martin. Sounds like a James Bond car, isn't it?
That's what you drove up here in, right? Yeah, he's been here for a while. And what they say about him, he is listed as a tight end, but his route running and his elusiveness, we might as well call him a hybrid tight end. And the thing that Coach Wilson talked about most was his soft hands, soft paws, as I like to call him. He got soft paws.
Boy, I like that name. I'm such a big James Bond fan. I would think about changing my name to Austin Martin.
Yeah.
With the ejector seat. Gives it to the second back through. That's Seth Brooks.
And remember, Brooks was concussed. This is his first taste of high school football his senior season.
Here's a look at the Tulare defense.
Okay. Alonzo Anderson, very athletic, coming off the edge in the middle. Look for Ethan Roberson, just a full-fledged middle linebacker. Loves the contact and so on. And we already talked about Xavier Alexander from the get-go. 10 solo tackles last year and is carrying the flag for injured players like Edwards and Daly.
Sierra to throw on second down to the far side. That pass is complete to the 40-yard line. Caught by Aguilar.
And right now, I see a Kingsburg offensive line that gave him plenty of time to step and throw. So something's got to change. I know this is the first series there, but he wasn't even close to having pressure on him. And again, the clock's running. You're moving the ball. You're keeping it away from number 6 in white.
3rd down and 3. Again, it's Brooks to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Stacked up for no gain. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah. And there's a situation there, and I think it's going to take some time to get some reps going, but understand down and distance. 3rd and about 3, 3rd and short. You got to look in between A and B gap. He was sliding outside towards the C gap. Stay within the tackle, the guard center range right there. You got to go forward and get the 1st down.
Vikings will go for it here on 4th down. The pitch to Brooks. It's a block by Perez. Cuts it back. Has the 1st down by about a yard.
And you said it, Ralph. Block by Perez. He's one of the key guys that I talked about right there. And there's 33 on the outside. Now you see Brooks understanding. It'll take a little while and some reps here. Let's watch this. Just a basic toss sweep. Gambling. Tulare thinks it's coming inside. And it was all 33, the block that sprung Brooks.
1st and 10 from the 36 now of Tulare. Sierra rolling to the near side, throws to the near side, has Perez inside the 25, run out of bounds at about the 21.
It's like those guys have read my cheat notes up here. I talked about Perez as a blocking back. I talked him, he'll slide out in the flat. He's got great hands. That was just a little pitch and catch, boot action there. Looking good is this Kingsburg offense, and I like the way Sierra's doing it. Just managing the game, taking what the defense gives you. You know, that's good chalk. You've ran the ball successful there. Little boot action. Outside defensive end had no clue. Allowed Sierra just a little pitch and catch. And 33, he knows how to finish a run. Look at that. First contact was made there, but it took about 4 yards to bring down number 33, Brandon Perez.
1st and 10. Movement along the line. Flags come in.
And this is what you don't want if you're Kingsburg. Remember, Kingsburg has had like 130 yards and penalties and different things like that. And it just, you know, remember, they had a bye last week just due to the air quality. So they could be a little rusty. They could be a little sharp.
Dead ball, false start.
With Kevin Miller with KFRE to 59.
1st down.
Ball's going to go against the Vikings. That's going to march off 5 yards. Back
So the 5-yard penalty takes it back out to the 26, 1st and 15.
And with any football team, it's the penalties that kill you. The toughest thing to do in high school football right now is take a ball and drive it 80 yards on 10 plays. You know, you get a hold, you get a block in the back. Things like that make it difficult. Right now, Kingsburg has done a great job of managing the football, keeping the clock going, playing within themselves right now. And that's a lot what Coach Wilson talked about. Play with your will. Don't worry about anybody else. Just worry about yourself.
Sierra to throw again, has Perez open, but doesn't see him, and he's going to get dropped and sacked at about the 35-yard line.
And he must be the only one in the place that didn't see Perez. That's the same play, just flopped it to the other way. I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but that was the exact same play Perez caught earlier, and he's wide open again. Here we go again. Got a boot action. You got the tight end coming behind. The fullback is wide open in the flat. He's got to be able to recognize that. You go first level is the fullback. The second level will be the tight end coming behind him. And that play is made up. I'm not sure what Sierra saw on that one. But now they've got themselves in a hole.
Xavier Crisp and number 53 Fletcher on the sack. Sierra to throw again, a deep drop. He wants a screen to Brooks. Between defenders, 20.
There it
down
is.
the sideline. Touchdown, Kingsburg.
Welcome back, Seth Brooks. However, there's a flag, and you might get a hold, and it might be Voorhees.
2 flags down.
Okay.
And both now tossed to around the 30, and we are coming back.
See if we can pick it up on replay.
Holding. Second down.
Holding call on the play is going to nullify the touchdown pass.
Penalty's going to take it now way back to the 40.
You're moving the ball well, getting yourselves in, second and 5s and third and shorts. Now it's still second and Selma.
Vikings have to get down near the 11-yard line for a first down. On second, Sierra to the far sideline has a receiver open. That's Brooks. Takes it inside the 25 to the 24. So got about half the yardage needed.
And just a deep out, pitch and catch. Good throw by Sierra, good route by Brooks. I like the way he catches it with his hands. And he's not just content with catching it. He wants to get, what do we call it? A rack.
The run after catch.
Run after catch. Look at that. He's looking for big play from start to finish. Now, again, this is a banged-up Tulare secondary. It looks as though Kingsburg has found some holes in their secondary.
3rd and 13. Sierra pressured, flushed out of the pocket, scrambling to stay up, but he goes down at the 30.
Under pressure. Finally brought down on the play by number 45.
And we talk about elusiveness and quickness. When you're dealing with guys like Anderson,
that's going to bring up
like Chris,
for the Vikings.
and so on and so on and so on. They're not very big, but they just beat them with quickness right there.
So do they think about going for it on 4th and 19? I don't think so. But they're going to talk about it. Timeout taken by Kingsburg.
Timeout on the field, Vikings.
4th and long coming up for the Vikings.
If you punt the ball, the chances of getting a coffin corner are tough. So the ball rolls in the end zone, you get it at the 20.
Well, while they talk it over, we will take a timeout as well. We're scoreless in Kingsburg.
DirecTV is at it again with another so-called deal. With a $30 intro rate that jumps to over $100 after just 3 months, then shoots up to almost $200 after a year. The hits just keep on coming. Because you're locked into a 2-year contract that can cost up to $3,500. Don't get blindsided by DirecTV. Switch to an Xfinity X1 Triple Play from Comcast and get the best in TV, internet, and voice. Call 1-800-XFINITY or go online.
Wendy's asked this pitmaster to share his secret barbecue sauce recipe. He did not. But he did give us this.
Your sauce should be a little smoky, a little spicy, and a little sweet.
Got it. So come try our smoky, spicy, or sweet barbecue sauce, served on top of hickory-smoked pulled pork with crunchy slaw on a toasted brioche bun, or over natural-cut pulled pork cheese fries. Wendy's, a barbecue tradition since 2015.
Welcome back to Kingsburg, everybody. Nothing. The Vikings and Tulare. This is the first drive of the game, actually, for Kingsburg. Pushed back by a couple of penalties after the Vikings seem to have it rolling.
Yeah, 6 points. You cannot leave points on the field. A couple holds on that screen call. You know, you've been in control for most of the game, and we haven't even mentioned number 6 on the other side of the football.
So 4th and 19. Sierra looking deep, throws it deep and overthrown. Incomplete, they'll turn it over on downs. Tulare will take over at the 30.
Well, they had the ball, trying to find some positive out of it. Had the ball for 11 plays, wasted 7 minutes of time. You know, they had their opportunities. So you've got to get some confidence coming out of this, but there's got to be a cognizant awareness of we can't just shoot ourselves in the foot.
Presented by Lithia Subaru. Redskin offense takes the field.
So now we'll get our first look tonight at Romello Harris, number 6 in the backfield. Quarterback is Josh Guerrero, number 7. Harris, well, that's not Harris taking the ball. And he's finding an opening up to about the 35-yard line.
Ball carrier number 10, that's Kazmeir Allen.
Kazmeir Allen, number 10, as we take a look at the Redskins starting offense.
Number 18 for the Vikings, Michael Lucania.
A veteran offensive line, I'll tell you that. There are some guys with a lot of experience on there. We already talked about Romello Harris. Now, I want you to pay attention to number 9, Emorie Edwards, a wide receiver. He's one of the top guys on the defensive side of the ball last year as a true freshman, as a sophomore. Right now, he's trying to get over a nagging ankle injury, so they only want to play him one side of the football, and they decided on offense.
Pass on the play, and that's a great catch, and then a great run after the catch.
Right
that one
on
is
cue.
your guy, Edwards.
Yeah. E-squared, going to work early. And that was a tight window. Nice throw by Guerrero. Real tight window to put it in. Now, this kid's only a sophomore. And you know, just think about all the different talent that Darren Bennett has had at Reedley. And he thinks this kid could be the best to ever don a Redskin uniform. Nice coverage there. Pretty good chuck. You know, and then it's the running after the catch that already impresses me with Edwards.
Meanwhile, Romello Harris on the other side of the field is sitting in a golf cart with a bag of ice he's holding, and I'm not sure if he's going to be leaving the field.
Uh-oh, Kevin Miller, you got to get to work on that one.
Handoff to Allen, to the 30. Yes, Harris is leaving now. The golf cart is leaving, driving off the other side of the track.
Okay, Carrender, one of the defensive linemen. Ty Muxlow, very versatile guy, could play out. Last year played at linebacker, could also play some tight end. And then we talk about Caleb Charles, and then Charpentier in the secondary. Seems to be the captain back there, so keep your eyes on those guys.
Guerrero to throw, incomplete. Intended out there for Elijah Daly. It's off his fingertips.
And on coverage for the Vikings, number 5, Seth Brooks. Also assisting on the play, Lucania.
So we'll try and get some word on what has happened to Romello Harris.
3rd down for the Redskins.
3rd and 4 for Tulare. Allen gets away from a tackle, strings it out to the right inside the 20, has the first down, dancing down the sideline, knocked out of bounds at the 15. It'll be a first down.
And that's not a bad plan B. Good job of just kind of dying inside and then the burst to get to the outside here. So right here, just automatically turn around the outside, and there's guys with angles. Kazmeir Allen. And I couldn't wait all week to say straight cash, homie.
Well, he has Tulare in the red zone, sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places. Guerrero to throw on first down over the middle again. Slightly overthrown, and then a flag comes in on the hit. Pass was intended for Daly, and there was contact as the ball was thrown after it went past him.
Let's see what went on. I didn't see anything too violent or malicious.
Personal foul.
Personal foul being assessed.
First down.
That's going to march the ball halfway to the goal line. Repeat, first down for the Redskins.
Half the distance on that penalty will take it to about the 7.5-yard line. Well into the Toyota red zone.